Okay, you're all set. We'll call you up when your order's ready. Hi there! Welcome to Tita Lucia's. What can I get you? Oh, no worries. We love welcoming newcomers to the cafe, and we're happy to offer any recommendations. Is there something in particular that you're in the mood for? Comfort food. All right. That gives us the perfect starting point. Oh, no need to apologize. If anything, you came at the right time. The lunch rush just died down, so we can figure out exactly what you might like. It's no trouble at all. If my tita taught me anything after opening this place, it's that customer service is a top priority. Why don't you grab a table? I'll meet you there and we can go over some of the menu items I think you might like. Okay, so we are aiming for comfort food. Well, if you're craving a baked good, I'd recommend either of these. Ensimada is a soft and sweet brioche bread topped with cheese. I know, sounds like a strange combo. You'll find that's a running theme with a lot of the things on the menu. But I promise, it's really good. It's warm, soft, and buttery, and the cheese adds a bit of saltiness that actually highlights the sweetness. Okay, the other baked good is called puto. No. Definitely not the bad word in Spanish. For Filipinos, puto is a spongy rice cake. We have some go-to varieties like plain, ube, pandan, and our more eccentric ones have cheese again and even salted duck egg baked into it. Oh, sure, we can keep looking. Next up are appetizers. Lumpia is a signature Pinoy classic. It's our take on the egg roll. The inside is made up of ground pork with a chopped vegetable mix of carrots, celery, water chestnuts, and dried mushrooms. That's all encased in Shanghai wrappers and then deep fried. We serve it with a cup of our specialty sweet chili sauce, which adds a flavorful zing to the savory feeling of the lumpia. Otherwise, I'd recommend bola bola. It's a Pinoy take on meatballs that's more so a family recipe than a traditional Filipino dish. It's the same mix as the lumpia, but just as deep fried meatballs. It can be served with rice and the same kind of sweet chili sauce on the side. What do you think of either of those? I guess your stomach's trying to tell us that you need something a bit more filling. Good thing we've still got the main dishes to look at. Now, if you're in the mood for something with broth, then this will absolutely hit the spot. First up, sinigang, another classic of the Philippines and an all-time favorite of mine. It's a sour soup with just a little kick of heat, and it comes with a bunch of protein options. You can have it in a pork, beef, shrimp, or fish. Second, there's kare kare. It's a peanut butter stew served with oxtail. Again, I know it sounds a bit strange, so just hear me out, huh? It's so creamy and peanutty, the perfect blend of sweet and savory to the point that it's a whole new flavor. Oh, trust me, there's definitely weirder ones out there. That's why I saved this one for last. Dinuguan. We call it chocolate stew, which can be a bit misleading. Right? But that sauce isn't actually chocolate, it's ah pork blood. Believe me, you just gotta go for it. It's rich, salty, sour, and honestly, not that irony in taste. Don't worry about it. I know those dishes aren't for everyone. If something with rice isn't really up your alley, we have some noodle dishes too. Filipino spaghetti is again probably one of the more mainstream ones we're known for. The noodles are topped with a sweet meat sauce mixed with Filipino hot dogs and ground beef. And to top it off is, you guessed it, cheese. Glad to see you're picking up on the patterns. But there's no other explanation other than that the salty cheese just really pairs well with the sweet sauce. The other one I'd suggest is palabok. The only way I can think to describe it is a shrimpy noodle dish. It uses clear, thick noodles, which are similar in size to spaghetti noodles. The shrimp based sauce is sauteed with ground pork and crushed fried pork rinds called chicharron. And to top it off, we make it look pretty with the shredded cabbage, scallions, sliced shrimp, and sliced boiled eggs. All right, I think I've covered just about everything I can think of that falls under comfort food. So, what do you think you'll have? Sounds good. I'll put that order in and bring it out once it's ready. Would you want anything else with that? Drink recommendations. Honestly, that's more of my cousin's realm than mine. Hi, Sip Sip.
Yeah.
Come here for a sec.
What's up, Kuya?
This is a handsome new visitor to the cafe.
Well, hey there, Tiger.
Real smooth, Sip.
What? I'm just being hospitable to our guest.
Sure you are. Anyway, I already helped him pick out a meal. Now he just needs to pick out a drink. Think you could help with that?
You know I can.
Aye, just try not to lay it on too thick, Sip. I'm gonna get started with the food, huh?
I got it, Kuya. Go do your thing, and I'm gonna do mine. All right, Tiger. I'm at your service. No. My real name is actually Christina. Sip Sip is my family nickname. Originally, I got that name because I've always been a kiss-up to my Lola. That's definitely still true, but it's not the only reason anymore. Well, now it's also because I may be a bit of a flirt. Care for me to demonstrate some more? Sorry. I'll quit messing with you. Alright, since this is your first time here, then you've gotta try one of these for your drink. First is our calamansi juice. It's essentially the Filipino version of lemonade. It's the perfect sweet beverage with just a hint of sour. And we can make that either over ice or as a slushie. Or you could try our sago gulaman. It tastes kind of like iced tea, but the actual base is made up of brown sugar, water, and banana extract. And it's served with white tapioca boba and gulaman jellies. The closest thing in texture for the jellies that I can compare them to is probably crushed Orbeez. So, which one would you like? Sounds good. Trust me, you're gonna love it. Is there anything else I can help you with? A dessert recommendation? Sure thing. Shouldn't surprise me that you'd have a sweet tooth. Well, my all-time favorite is taho, which is actually a breakfast food in the Philippines. It's silken plain tofu served with the same white tapioca as in the sago gulaman. The tofu and tapioca are gently mixed with the sweet, thick caramelized syrup made of brown sugar reduced in hot water. In most neighborhoods, you can find a guy who walks the streets super early in the morning, yelling, "Taho!" A close second for me is sanserval. It's a chilled cake made with crispy wafers that has cashews and sweetened buttercream between each layer. I get it. Honestly, it was so weird for me to wrap my head around the reality that what I thought for years was just yellow frosting was actually sweetened butter. But the name of the dessert doesn't translate to without rival for nothing. Your stomach will thank you, even if your cholesterol might not. Do you think you might like either of those? Great choice. I knew you had impeccable taste. Sit tight, and I'll get those ready for you. Hope you didn't miss me too much, Tiger.
Oy, keep that up and you're gonna make them lose their appetite.
Kuya, if anything, I just wet it even more.
Can't be any more wet than the front of your shirt after dish duty.
Hey! If you think it looks amazing, just wait until you actually try it.
Can we get you anything else? You're very welcome. We hope that this is a good first impression for you of our family's cafe.
And we hope that this means you'll become our newest regular.
But for now, we hope you enjoy.